water's gonna come up to about here. All right, here we are, September 24th. I'm gonna try and get up to the minute look at one of my new watering holes this year. It's gonna come on, so let's check in on this watering hole. I could see my wheat and oats coming up here. For now, I'm at least going to wipe off all the grease on that one line. I know it's been like that for a while, but that's what I'm going to do for right now because I want to do some work today. That little shit mouse right there. He's been running in and out of my loader on the dozer. Oh, I hate them things. I don't know if it's a new one or what. He ran right down in there. Luckily they ain't in my cab. Oh, here he comes. Now he's in my fuel cap. What are you looking for? I hate them things. Hey guys, Capper here. We're gonna make some magic today, some land improvement magic. We are gonna turn this into this. Beautiful, beautiful. This was a great project. Join me today. We're taking out the 655 high lifter. We're gonna make some magic happen. Hope you jump in for some fresh air. All right, here's the before look. Right to the right of that tree, it goes down into a ditch here, so we're going to catch some water off of this plot. I got to push some trees back in. It's going to be a little bit smaller one in here. I don't know if I'm going to have to get rid of this tree right here or not. I might, just so I got room to push in and push the dam up. Hey, now we're gonna start pushing. Set you up out here. Alright, you guys ran out of battery somewhere. I'm going to do a quick depth check and then I'm going to run the dam. Compact that a little bit. It's really rocky here. So that's where the water's going to come in at. That's going to be the overflow right there. Hurry up, buddy. Get out of there, little lizard. So right here, it's probably about right here. So, and we're probably at about 3 feet right now. So I'll scrape it a little more, but I'm going to run this next. Right, man, I gotta admit, this is a beauty. Let me show you the size. The water's gonna come up to about here, right about here. Beautiful. All right, here we are, September 24th. I'm going to try and get up to the minute look at one of my new watering holes this year. We've gotten enough rain where I don't want to take a buggy. This is probably the closest one to the house. So I'll take a muddy walk. We've probably got around 2.4-ish to 2.5 inches total over the last 10 days. I mean, it hasn't been a ton of rain, but as you'll see, enough for mud puddles and this logging road was still a little soft, so it's still settling. I'll show you, and we'll get a look at that watering pond. No shortage of puddles. So we'll hike out to this plot, get an after look for now. I mean, I know it ain't gonna be filled. I know there's water in it. And we'll get a bonus update on this food plot, because I'm kind of curious to see now how it's doing. This was a clover and chicory plot. It got droughted out last year. Of course, it's very rocky. But I replanted 80% of it, probably a week or so ago now. And I overseeded what patch I did leave. I overseeded that with clover, chicory, and some brassicas. So let's take a look here. This patch right here was the clover and chicory patch. And you see there's some clover here. These ridge top ones, they need a lot more moisture. But you know, there's some clover in there. I still see some seeds swollen. I see some that are just sprouting. So, and then this here, I see some green. Oh, look at this clover. Yeah, that's nice. That could be chicory. I think them are chicory right there. So this is gonna come on. I hit it with fertilizer. It's gonna come on. So let's check in on this watering hole. I could see my wheat and oats coming up here. That's all good. This rain has been just a godsend for us for this hunting season. Because even after the first couple rains, these ridge tops were still too dry. But now after like the fourth rain, I think it's good enough where it shall go. Alright, well, let's see if we popped a leak here. Well, we still got water. Oh, look at that green here. So I set this one up to catch most of the water right on this side of the plot. Well, there we go. It's not a ton, but I guarantee they'll be in it. And it'll keep filling up. So yeah, good progress. Nice progress here. I'll take it. Success.